Good afternoon. I call to order the Lake Havasu City Council special meeting on Thursday, June 4th, 2020 at 4:30 in the afternoon. This is our first in-person meeting since the COVID-19 pandemic, but there are still opportunities for our citizens to participate in the meeting by viewing the meeting live on Channel 4, or they can view it on the website at lhcaz.gov/TV. And members can also still continue to send call to the public and public hearing items by emailing the city clerk at cityclerk@lhcaz.gov. So going forward, residents can email cityclerk@lhcaz.gov 1 hour prior to the meeting, and we can read those into the record. The next item on the agenda is a Pledge of Allegiance. If you'd please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And if, Ms. Williams, if you'd like to please call the roll.
Council members Jenny Koch.
Here.
Gordon Grove.
Here.
Michelle Lynn.
Here.
Donna McCoy.
Here.
Jim Dolan.
Here.
Vice Mayor David Lane.
Here.
Mayor Cal Sheehy.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4 on our agenda is a call to the public. This is an opportunity where citizens can address the City Council with any matter in the jurisdiction of Lake Havasu City. Comments would be reserved to 3 minutes or less. Again, we could receive call to the public items from the public by emailing cityclerk@lhcaz.gov 1 hour prior to the meeting, or you can go up to the podium. We have no call to the public items that were emailed in, and we have no one that it looks like wants to make their way to the podium. So I'll close the call to the public. Item 5 is a vote to adjourn to executive session. Yeah, Councilmember McCoy.
I move that we adjourn to executive session.
And Vice Mayor Lane has seconded that. So we are going to move into executive session. We are going to relocate to a conference. Oh, do we need to vote? Let's vote with the touch screen. All right, we're going to go with the touch screen, except for I believe Councilmember Dolan, we need a voice vote from you.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0.
All right, so we are going to move over to a conference room at City Hall for the executive session, and then we'll reconvene back here after the executive session. All right, welcome back. We are going to go to item 7 on our agenda, reconvene the special meeting. I need a motion to do so.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes,
motion to reconvene the general session.
Second.
we have a motion from Vice Mayor Lane and a second from Councilmember Dolan. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we're ready to vote. And I believe Councilmember Dolan will need a voice vote.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, we'll now move on to item 8, which is our public hearings. Item 8.1, discussion and possible action, if necessary, to comply with open meeting law following the executive session regarding the annual evaluation of the city magistrate. Possible actions include, but are not limited to, finding of satisfactory or unsatisfactory performance, salary adjustment, or any direction or action necessary to place an item on a future agenda relating to the city magistrate's evaluation, salary adjustment, or employment agreement. So we had some discussion on that contract. Do any of the council members have any discussion on this item? All right, this is a public hearing. Would anyone like to address the city council on this matter? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing.
Mr. Mayor, motion?
Yes, Vice Mayor Lane.
I move that the city council finds the annual evaluation of the city magistrate favorable.
Second.
We have a motion from Vice Mayor Lane and a second from Councilmember McCoy. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we're ready to vote.
Motion carries 7-0.
All right, thank you. Moving on to item 8.2, discussion and possible action, if necessary, to comply with the Arizona open meeting law following the executive session regarding the annual evaluation of the city attorney. The possible actions include, but are not limited to, finding of satisfactory or unsatisfactory performance, salary adjustment, or any direction or action necessary to place an item on a future agenda relating to the city attorney's evaluation, salary adjustment, or employment agreement. Do any council members have any discussion on this item based on our conversation in executive session? Seeing none, this is a public hearing. Would anyone like to address the city council on this matter? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing.
Mr. Mayor,
Vice Mayor Lane?
motion.
Yes.
I move that the city council finds the annual evaluation of the city attorney favorable.
Second.
We have a motion from Vice Mayor Lane and a second from Councilmember Koch. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we're ready to vote.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you. Item 8.3 is discussion and possible action, if necessary, to comply with Arizona open meeting law following the executive session regarding annual evaluation of the city manager. The possible actions include, but are not limited to, finding of satisfactory or unsatisfactory performance, salary adjustment, or any direction or action necessary to place an item on a future agenda relating to the city manager's evaluation, salary adjustment, or employment agreement. Do any members of the council have any comments or discussion based on our conversation at the executive session? All right, this is a public hearing. Would anyone like to address the city council on this matter? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing.
Mr. Mayor,
Vice Mayor Lane?
motion.
Yes.
I move that the city council find the annual evaluation for the city manager favorable.
Second.
We have a motion from Vice Mayor Lane and a second from Councilmember Koch. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we're ready to vote.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0.
All right, thank you. That concludes our public hearings. And this is an annual evaluation of the 3 employees that report to the city council, generally done a little bit earlier in the year, but postponed a bit because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We now will move on to item 9, which is a motion, or to adjourn. I need a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
And a second? All right, we are adjourned. Thank you.